Hello.
Hello.
You guys are all dressed up too.
We are.
We're
You look awesome.
pioneers.
Okay, so did you want to go first? Okay, so you guys are gonna first. We're going to go ahead and mute for you guys.
So we're
And,
going first. Okay.
and be your audience.
All right. Well, we've been learning about the pioneers. We've been studying the westward expansion in social studies. So we've been learning all about what it was like for the pioneers on the Oregon Trail. So we decided that we would write a play to kind of help show you what the pioneers would go through as they were on the Oregon Trail. So they worked very hard. They've made all the scenery, as you can see in the back, and they've worked really hard on reading their lines. So we're going to present our play to you in about 1 minute. Here we go. All right, you guys go get your spots.
Wait. Okay. The title of our play is Would You Want to Be a Pioneer? In the 1840s, most people of the United States lived near the eastern coast of North America. This was the only known region of the continent. The people had no idea what the rest of the land was like, but they were willing to cross over 2/3 of the continent to find out. Why did they want to go west? Traders who had sailed around North America to the other side of the continent were telling people all about the good soil and that there was plenty of land available to farm. A few explorers and fur trappers had made the trip by land already and said it was tough but possible. So if you didn't have enough money for a long sea voyage, you joined hundreds of other pioneer families attempting the long 2,000-mile journey over the land to Oregon. The pioneers would need a good strong wagon packed with enough supplies to last them at least 5 months. They would bring sacks of beans, flour, and dried fruit, barrels of bacon, coffee, and sugar, clothing, bedding, tents, tools, guns, cooking equipment, medicine, soap, and candles. With all that on board, there was hardly enough room for people. It was very important not to take more than their animals could pull, or they would never make it to their destination. Handy hint number 1. Although it's big and heavy, don't leave your plow behind. You'll need it at your journey's end. Scene 1. Stick together. Don't travel alone into the unknown. I can't believe we're almost to Independence, Missouri. I can't wait to join the wagon train.
We'll be much safer traveling in a group. I wonder if we'll meet any Indians along the way.
That sounds scary. I hope not.
Let's get going because it's late spring and we need to get to Oregon before winter. We'll never make it.
But first we have to buy some supplies at the general store.
That's a good idea. Let's see, we'll need some food, clothing, tools, and extra ammo for our gun.
Don't forget the horses. We should buy 3 so we have one for spare in case one gets hurt or dies.
That's a good idea.
Well, let's get a move on and the wagon train will leave without us.
Wait, we need to hire a fur trapper that's already been out west and knows the trail.
I see one over there by the blacksmith stables. I'll go see if we can hire him to take us to Oregon.
Look, do you see those men fighting over there? They're arguing about who's going to have the first guard duty when we're on the trail.
I sure am glad they elected an officer to keep order.
Well, we are all set. He said he would lead our wagon train.
I can't believe that tomorrow we'll be starting our long journey west.
We better get some sleep.
Handy hint number 1. Don't start your journey too early in the year or there won't be enough grass growing to feed your animals. Don't leave too late though or you won't get over the mountains before they're blocked by snow.
Handy hint number 2. You should bring a walking larder with you for animals you kill and eat on the journey if you need to.
Okay.
Scene 2. Wet, weary, and meeting the Native Americans. This was fun at first, but now it's boring and hot. I'm so exhausted.
Oh no, the sand is getting in my eyes and it burns.
The sand is blowing up my nose and down my throat. Look, it's even in our food.
Look at those dark clouds. I see a storm on the way.
Oh my, that
was a close lightning strike.
Quick, secure the wagon before the cover comes off.
I'm getting drenched. There's mud everywhere.
Let's get in the wagon and take cover until the storm is over.
Oh, that storm let us up so we can keep moving. We're moving into the Great Plains. It's a home of many tribes like Sioux, Blackfeet, and Pawnee.
Charles, they make me scared.
Don't be scared, Mary. They're used to meeting white sailors and have been known to take horses in return for letting us cross their land.
Yes, I heard some tribes have made an agreement with the U.S. government. They will let wagons pass safely. In return, they can charge a toll. What's a toll?
It's where you give them money or goods like guns or tools, and then you can let us go across their land.
I wonder if we'll meet any.
Handy hint number 1. Hold an umbrella over your pot if you need to keep cooking in the rain.
And number 2, stick with the wagon train. One man wanders off, and the Indians take everything he has.
Scene 3, buffalo and cooking problems.
Do you hear thunder?
That's not thunder, it's a buffalo stampede. We're through.
Quick, there's no time to move the wagon. Let's set the grass on fire to scare them in the other direction.
Great idea. I hope it works.
Woo, that was close. Let's keep looking for water. The buffalo are long gone.
Hey, there's the stream right over there. It's all muddy and full of wigglers. It probably has buffalo urine in it too.
We're not drinking this. Hey, I see a well over there that somebody before us already dug. That's gotta be better than this.
Okay, but we have to be careful. I've heard that other folk have got the disease cholera from infected water in these here wells.
Well, we'll have to chance it. Let's set up camp and cook some supper. I'll go get some dried buffalo dung to start the fire since we ain't got no wood around here.
I'll get the bacon out. Oh no! Our bacon is spoiled and full of maggots. This was the last of it.
Don't worry, I saw a dead buffalo over yonder from the stampede. Let's go get it and dry the meat into jerky.
I hope that will last us the rest of the journey. Handy hint number 1. If you can't find wood, just find buffalo dung and burn that.
Handy hint number 2. If a buffalo stampede is coming, set the grass on fire.
Scene 4, sink or swim to cross the river and make it to the fort. Oh, Charles, how did we ever get across that river? The current was so fast.
Yeah, and the river looked really deep, too.
I'm so glad we took off the wheels and caulked the cracks in the wagon so we could float it across. I'm thankful the horses didn't panic and tip us over.
We're lucky we didn't get swept away and drowned.
Well, we're across now, safe and sound.
Pa, what are those graves
From, it looks like those are the folks that drowned it and didn't make it.
Oh, Charles, look up ahead. It's Fort Laramie.
Well, then let's hurry up and get there. What's a fort? It's like a town, but it belongs to the American Fur Company. People buy or trade food they need. It's a good thing we're almost there. I'm really tired, and I don't think our horses could last another day. Our clothes are stinky, too. Well, we're finally here. We can stop and rest. And now you can get the washing done. Good idea, Charles. I think you should go find the best way to cross the Rocky Mountains. Pa, I'm tired. How long are we going to rest here? Only a couple of days. We need to get across those Rockies before winter sets in. Well, at least I can sleep soundly tonight knowing there's good security around the fort. Maybe we can even sing and dance around the campfire tonight. Yeah! Handy hint number 1. Trade your tired animals in for fresh new ones. Your old beasts will rest and be sold later. Handy hint number 2. Don't cross unless you must. A man who crosses just to get his animals to better grass will drown on the way. Scene 5. Done and done for. Pioneers face the last obstacles of their journey.
See, I told you we should have taken the mule, James.
Well, we brought the oxen so we could load more supplies in the wagon and pull more weight.
Men, stop fighting. You both were right, but we didn't know what to bring at the time. We have to get going or we'll never make it.
I don't think our ox is going to make it. He hasn't had any food or water for days. Look, he's collapsed.
Now what will we do? We'll be stranded here in the wilderness and our supplies are low.
Whoa, we have 2 choices. We can see if another wagon train has a spare ox or mule they can lend us, or we can wait for the next wagon train to come by. I say we find a new mule. I'll go see to it. Hey, hey, I got one, but we'll have to throw out some things we don't need to lighten our load. Well, now we only have one more obstacle to face, the Rocky Mountains. Then this long journey will be over.
Yeah, but I heard we have to pull our wagons and mules up steep cliffs by hand using a pulley system.
That's going to be hard to do by hand. I hope we don't fall off those narrow cliffs. I just hope we make it through the Rockies before the snow blocks our way.
Oregon, here we come.
Handy hint number 1. To save your animals, lighten their load. Throw all non-needed items out of your wagon. Trapped in the snow and starving, you will get a tiny amount of goodness by making a stew from your leather boots.
Well, many of the pioneers made it to Oregon, but many did not. Little did they know that once they arrived, their work was just beginning. They had claimed their land that was covered in trees, but there was no home waiting for them to move into. There were no fields to farm, and they had to clear the trees before they could plant anything. They spent the first weeks and months felling the trees to make their log cabins for shelter. Once they had the land cleared, they began a lifetime of hard work. Now that you heard the story of the courageous pioneers, we ask you,
Would you want to be a pioneer?
Thank
you for watching our play. We hope you learned a lot about pioneers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What? No, they turned the thing off.
That was awesome.
Listeners sitting still.
introduce him.
What?
Did you hear that?
No.
No. I don't think they heard you. Come here.
A little
You have to talk
louder.
super loud, remember?
Hi, I'm Tante. We're missing math class, and I'm going to Midi. We're going to show you how to missing ring, and we hope you enjoy it.
Good.
So one of the things that we've been doing this year is studying different genres. And so the kids are going to share with you a genre that they really enjoyed, which was mysteries. Have y'all read mysteries this year?
Yeah.
Yeah? So hopefully you'll enjoy this one. At the end of it, we're going to hope you can solve the mystery. We're going to give you some clues so you can watch carefully to see if you can solve it. Can y'all hear us?
Yes. Yep. Yep, it's good.
Oh, good. You can hear us? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, ready? Set? I'm going to get out of the way. A few minutes later. Tell me where the ring is.
Over there.
It's not there. Tell me where it is.
I sent someone as soon as possible, ma'am.
A little while later. Hello, ma'am. I'm Brown. Wondering if there are questions to ask.
What's happening?
Very interesting. Very interesting. A man tried to steal a diamond ring. He hunted all over the house, raving about like a madman. He even split open the cap. When all failed, he beat me. But I didn't tell so. He hunted a little while longer. I may be dying. I hid the ring in the vein. I found the ring. You solved it. Yes. Well, that's not much fun. Okay, so tell me and ask the question. Now it's time for you to see if you know how I solved the mystery.
Riley?
I think it was on some kind of wooden thing. That wood. Because they're camouflaged right in.
No.
Anybody else? Anyone else want to guess?
We give up.
Yeah, we give up.
Okay, well, well, this is a note. This is a note. And I realized that he was unconscious, so he couldn't spell words correctly. And that the B and C are right next to each other in the keyboard. So instead of writing bat, he wrote cat. Instead of writing raving, he wrote racing. And then instead of pain, he wrote bang.
Bang.
It's too black. C and the B are right next to each other. So because he was unconscious, he, instead of taking the C, he took the B. Or the other way around. I hope you enjoyed.
What do you say, boys and girls?
Thank you.
Okay, so actors, come on over here. You're bound. Okay. Script writers. Oh, she said, wait a minute. They don't follow directions. Okay. Actors goodbye. Script writers come. Take your bound.
Do you have any questions?
I don't think we can see all of you. Do you see yourself on the camera? You know what?
Riley, stop.
Back.
Nice job, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. You muted it.
Did she mute?
She muted us. You muted us.
Hey, props people. So everybody pretty much had a part in it in some way or another. So thank you guys. Have a seat.
Do they have any questions?
Yeah, we'll have some questions.
They didn't mute us?
Yes, I did.
Did you mute us?
Listen. Just listen.
Unmuted.
Remember to raise your hand if you guys have questions and I'll
All right.
call on you.
So do you have any questions for us?
Riley has a question.
What was that thing? That like cardboard thing. I don't know what that was.
The cardboard.
Cardboard thing, you mean
The thing that hit
thing
the
you're holding.
girl.
Oh. It's supposed to be a bat, like she was using it like a weapon. But yes, we're aware of that. So it's a homemade bat.
Anyone else have any questions? How long have you, I have a question, how long have you guys been working on your play?
1 day.
Wow.
2 days.
It took us like a week. No, it took us 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we've been working about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of testing.
Oh.
All last week was testing for us.
Give me the hat,
So
Riley.
they didn't get a chance to start practicing until yesterday. So, but they did pretty good. They wrote the script, came up with the props, and did everything within that 1 day. So,
Yeah, that's
Not
very
bad.
good. We fortunately had a little more time, but other things kind of took a back burner. So we spent a lot of time on this, so. How many
it looks
students?
really great. Your costumes are great.
How many
Yeah.
how
We-
many kids are in your class?
Did you hear?
25.
25. We only have 15 because we have the SAGE program in 1st through 3rd. So it's a nice small class.
Wow. That's nice. Let's see, I could send 10 of y'all away.
So you guys are in Houston, correct? You are in Houston, Texas? My daughter lives in Houston, actually. So I know someone in your city.
Oh, really?
Yes. She actually lives in Webster, which is a little
Okay,
suburb.
that's further south of us.
Yep, yep. Okay, Serena has a question?
Wisconsin's
No, I'm
a long
bleeding.
way away from us.
You're fine for now. What was that?
I said Wisconsin's a long way away from us,
Uh-huh.
so we're not very familiar with your state.
Okay. Did you show them? Do you have any questions or?
We have questions. I have a question.
Question.
I have a question.
Just wait.
I just wonder, how about the wagon train.
Yep.
How did you do it? Like, make it,
It's just out of cardboard
And hula hoop.
And paper.
and paper,
And
like bulletin board paper
And tape.
There's hula hoops in the inside that hold it up.
That's really smart.
It didn't take too long either. So,
I can see mine.
any other questions?
Hi. Hi, Mason.
Right.
What grade level are they in?
What was that?
What grade level are they in?
We're in third grade.
3rd grade. Yep. And you guys are in 5th?
Yes.
Okay.
Questions?
Wait. I want to ask one more question. What's the temperature around there?
It's really cold.
This mor- this-
We have snow.
Riley.
Let's raise your hands. This morning our temperature was about 12 degrees, but there was a wind chill because it was really windy. So with the wind chill, it was like 0 degrees this morning. How about you? What's your temperature?
Right now, we're probably in the high 60s.
Oh, my mom would
That's
love
so
to be
unfair.
there. No fair.
That's so unfair.
Is that it?
Can you guys come pick our
Let's
class
see,
up?
Lauren, will you stand up? So this is Lauren, and this is what wintertime looks like here in Houston. No, my chart, honey. My behavior chart. So she's wearing shorts
Oh, no fair.
because it's not very cold. And she's wearing a sweatshirt because it's colder in school than it is outside.
I know, right? Well,
I have a question.
Well, when we go out, we have to bundle up. Snow pants, boots, winter jackets, hats, mittens.
Gloves.
So,
And maybe another layer of socks.
Miss Romportl, I have a question.
okay, Mason has a question for you guys.
Can you guys say all your names? Like go over
All
your
of
names.
them? Okay. Let's do it in alphabetical order. Stand up and say your, baby, we can't see you.
Well, you have to come over. We can't see.
Yeah, we can't see.
Well, we just have to.
Face the camera. Just face the camera. Aloye. Awesome. Have a seat. Okay. Casey.
Canal.
Kanal.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Dome, and so there's Rubik, Andy, Brandon.
What? We couldn't hear that.
That was Brooke.
And Steven.
And Steven, come here.
Okay.
That was Steven, and here's Ahmed. Okay.
Cynthia. Chase. Allie. Bow.
Say it. We can't hear you.
Kimberly. Tiana. Lauren. Betsy. Colleen. Marvin. Ellie.
And Kenny. That's all 25 of them.
Wow.
Can we tell them our names, please?
Do you wanna hear what our names are?
We would love that.
All right.
Alphabetical order.
So, just start in the front.
Okay.
Sam, you can start.
Go in rows.
Yep.
Samantha.
They muted it. Wait.
No, so that they don't make noise.
Yep.
Keep going.
Paisley. Layden.
Serena. Riley.
Wyatt. Mason.
Cheyenne.
Micah.
Aiden. Bella.
And Wyatt Schubert.
And I'm Mrs. Romportl.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yes, you too. We actually have.
So if we came to,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna say, if we came to Wisconsin, what could we do there?
Oh, there's like
What would you do there?
Riley. Sam, tell them one thing we could do.
You can go to the Rice Lake swimming pool.
Okay, could go to the swimming pool in the winter. Serena,
you could go to Skate City.
Skate City. It's a roller
Skate
skating.
City is that ice.
Nope,
Oh,
it's
roller skating, okay.
roller skating. Yep. Micah,
We could go bowling.
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 Bella,
Go sledding on the lake.
sledding on the lake. So you get a big hill and slide down
wow.
onto a lake.
You can go if you go out of town. You a couple miles an hour. You can hit Wisconsin Dells. Aren't they have water slides and pools? Yeah.
Yep. Wyatt,
Ice fishing and ice skating.
ice fishing. You know what ice fishing is?
Yeah, you make. I can.
Riley. Do you all know what?
No, can y'all explain that?
Hey, I'll let Wyatt here explain ice fishing.
You go out on a lake when it's winter and when there's ice on it. You can drill holes with an ice auger, and then you could use tip ups or a jig pole, so you could catch really big northerns or walleye or perch.
That's pretty much
So
it.
you did through the ice.
Yep.
Yep.
But the ice is thick enough you can sled on it,
Yeah.
and you can still drill a hole through it and fish.
Yep.
Thick enough you can
Plus,
drive.
cars can go on it. Cars can go on it.
Yep. Cars.
Riley.
Drive a truck on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cars drive out on the frozen lakes. The ice gets probably about 8 inches thick. So it's safe enough for cars and trucks to drive on top of the ice.
That's like 8 inches.
I fell in a lake before.
One time I fell out of a boat and they left me behind.
Cheyenne.
You can go to Christie Mountain and go tubing, skiing, and snowboarding.
That's pretty much it.
I've seen snowboarding in the Olympics. Have y'all seen that? Can y'all describe snowboarding? Because I don't think any of our kids have seen that.
Mason can describe it.
It's when you go down hills on a board kind of thing.
And your feet are locked into the board.
Do you know how?
And it's scary.
It's like skateboarding without the wheel on snow.
Oh, skateboarding without wheels on snow.
Yes.
How fun. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Micah?
So do most of y'all live in houses or apartments or what?
Houses.
Apartments.
House.
Some of both. Mostly houses, I'd say, probably, but some apartments too.
And some of us live in mansions.
How about you?
Raise your hand if you live in a house. Yeah, I think most of mine are houses. A few apartments, but mostly houses.
Okay.
One of the things I noticed is that your class and my class look very different from each other.
Yes.
So my class, we're representing like a dozen different countries here. We have Hispanic students, Asian students, African students. We have students from all over the world that their families live here.
Mm-hmm.
So we noticed that y'all don't really have that. Is there not a lot of diversity in your city, or
There isn't.
is it just this one? No?
No, there isn't. We're in a rural area, more rural. If you would go to a bigger city in Wisconsin like Madison or Milwaukee or, even Eau Claire would have a lot more diversity. Rice Lake is pretty small and, mostly white people here. We do have we have some Hispanic people that live here as well. That's probably, I would say, our biggest population of people other than whites in this area. So
African Americans too.
Is it a farming community?
yes.
Yes,
Is
there's
there
one.
lots of farming? Yeah.
There's one farm near There's like this there's this roundabout, and if you go straight and turn, go around the roundabout near Walmart and go up this driveway, there's a farm.
Lots of farms here.
Yeah.
What do you guys do there?
Do you guys have farms?
Oh yeah. This is the dairy land too.
Okay, I need someone to answer. Andrew?
We live really close.
On your knees at least.
We live really close to the beach, so we could go swimming there.
Can y'all hear him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, keep going. What else?
Well, it's really a city, so there's not really many
Farms.
like farms and many like open land. It's more of a city. There's many parks.
So Houston has several million people that lives in it. We're just 25 of several million. So it's a pretty busy place here. The freeways and roads are always crowded. But we have a really beautiful city. It stretches all the way to the Gulf Coast. So it's really nice here in the spring and summer and the winter too. If you'd like to come when it's not snowing, it's a great place to come.
How do we even get?
What are some fun things y'all like to do? One at a time. Kimberly, what's some fun stuff you like to do? That they wouldn't be able to do in Wisconsin. We do have a lot of malls here, places to go shopping. We have NASA. Johnson's Big Food. Yeah.
Can I
We don't have NASA here.
In fact, two of our classes in our NASA on a field trip today.
Wow.
So it's kind of neat.
Is it fun there?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's where the astronauts train. So you can, when you come to NASA here in Houston, you can see how they train and what they do to train and all the places they train. And you can see the pretend spaceships that they work in to learn what to do when they're in space.
Cool. Mason has a question for you.
Do you guys have a lot of horses there?
It depends on where you are in Houston. There are lots of stables around where people keep horses. We don't really have any large pieces of land where you could just take a horse out and go, but we have lots of bayous and rivers, and so lots of times people will take their horses and go on there, but nobody has like a barn with horses right there in their own, by their house.
Bella has a question.
I'm jealous. It's my dream to work for NASA.
Did you hear her?
Good treat. Well, that's pretty exciting. So, what is it that you, like what kinds of industries and things like that do y'all have there? What's Wisconsin known for?
Cheese.
Dairy farming. Yep. So we produce a lot of milk and dairy products.
Ice cream. Cheese.
And of course we have the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers.
Woo!
Yeah.
My cheeseheads, right?
Yep, we're the cheeseheads.
I'm got our own special foam. Yeah, you are.
We have the Houston Texans
Foam mash.
and the Dallas Cowboys here in Texas.
We also have
And then we have
the
lots and lots
Badgers.
of basketball and baseball teams.
Cool.
So have any of y'all ever been to the ocean before?
Oh yeah.
Raise your hand if you've been to the ocean. Raise your hand if you've been to the ocean. Okay, a few of us have.
Raise your hands if you've been to the ocean.
Oh my God.
Okay, but here's another one. How many of you play in the snow? Get to play in the snow. Okay, how many of you get to play in the snow? One time it snowed in Houston and we had like actually a half inch of ice or something that they could play in.
Oh, wow.
We're not real fond of cold weather here.
We're not either.
Trees are already starting to turn green. And flowers are already blooming.
Cool.
No fair. All thinks it's spring already.
Can you guys come to Wisconsin and get us?
So we can go there on a field trip.
Go get them. If I had a magic school bus like Miss Frizzle, we'd be there in a minute.
I have a magic school bus. I took it from Miss Frizzle.
I am
That's
actually.
pretty exciting that y'all are studying about the Oregon Trail. We did that in 5th grade as part of our American history.
Okay.
Do y'all do American history in 3rd grade?
What's that?
Do y'all do American history in 3rd grade?
Yep. Yep. This is part of our history unit. Yep.
Yay.
We don't do a lot of it.
Well, we do community history in 3rd grade and Texas history in 4th grade.
Okay.
So they don't get American history till 5th grade. So
Okay.
we've been studying the same thing as you.
That's pretty cool. I'm actually coming down to Houston March 21st through the 25th to visit my daughter. It'd be fun to come to your school.
Bring us pictures.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Bring us pictures.
We have spring break coming up. Let me just check, see when we're on spring break.
That's
Okay,
our
we're on
spring break.
The week of the 13th. So the week of the 21st, we're here. We would love to have you come visit us.
I will see if I can work that out. I'd love to come and visit you.
The 21st is our spring break.
Oh.
Right?
Can she bring
We
us
would
with?
love it.
We'll see. We'll have to see if we can work that out.
That would be really nice. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Can she bring us with her?
A field trip.
Field trip. It's a big field trip to Texas.
That's what my sister was.
Pack your bags, buddies.
So, anyone else have some questions? Kimberly has a question for y'all. An Ames class. They want to know if you have a gifted class?
Not really. I mean, we have some kids that are identified in that program, but they kind of just do extra things right in the classroom, so it's not a special class that they go to. They're just given like extra things they can do in the classroom to stretch them and help them grow.
Yeah. Ours is like that in elementary too, but in 5th and 6th grade they get broken into Ames classrooms where they're all together. So all of these students are gifted students.
Okay. Cool.
What is gifted?
Really smart. Really talented. Yep. Micah has a question.
I have a comment.
Oh, he has a comment. Sorry.
I was going to Florida last summer, and I actually went under the ocean in an underwater tunnel.
Do you have those?
An underwater tunnel?
Yeah.
No. I shouldn't say that. Actually, we do have one here in Houston. It's called the Washburn Tunnel. It's on the east side, and it goes under the ship channel.
Cool.
So it goes about, gosh, I can't remember. I think it's around 30 some odd feet underneath the ship channel. So cars can drive under it.
I got a comment.
That's the only way to get underwater here.
Questions, not comments. Okay. Paisley has a question.
Do you know what a tip-up is for fishing?
Yeah, explain it.
It's where so after you drill a hole and you don't want to fish, it's like an automatic, like you don't have to fish out of it, it fishes it by itself kind of. And there's a flag, and there's like once the fish takes the hook and it starts taking the fish with it, after like bites it or whatever, there's this one thing that starts to spin and then the flag goes up and then after the flag goes up you can catch the fish without you even like being by it. You just wait till the flag goes up.
So it's basically.
You can sit someplace warm, right? That's funny. We'll have to look up ice fishing and explore that. What are some questions? Ruben, you have a question?
What?
Just, they didn't hear you.
What?
They do
What
special
special?
classes like art or choir.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Sam, you want to tell them what special classes we have?
Gym, music, library, and art.
And Fayette.
And
You said,
Fayette.
you said Jim, never mind.
And computer lab.
And computer labs.
Yeah, we have
computer
we
lab
have
too.
2 labs.
So you actually have a computer class? That's nice.
Yeah.
Right over there. It's like right over there.
It's right on the side of us.
Right over there.
What is your school's name?
Tanger.
Tainter
Elementary.
Tainter Elementary. It's named after Andrew Tainter. He was a
Person who built this.
early logging person in our community back in the early 1900s or late 1800s. He was formed this city, so it was named after him.
Have to come over closer. Leslie has a question. Go ahead. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Say,
Do you have free dress?
do you get to wear whatever you want, or do you have uniforms?
We get to wear what we want.
Yeah, we got to
I noticed that, are you all wearing badges too? Does everyone have their own badge for their name on it? Okay. We don't have that here. Just the staff wears a badge, but the kids don't. How big is your school? Like how many?
We have over 2,000 students.
Oh, wow.
We have 500.
We only have 600.
No, 500. Less than 500.
Yeah, our elementary has about 550, and that's the biggest elementary in our town. So we have about 550 students.
They're a small city, remember? Yeah. In Houston, there's so many, remember there's millions of us, so our schools are pretty big.
Yep.
That's okay, because we still only have 25 kids in a class. Although I like the idea of 15.
Yes, it is nice.
How about you guys trade classes?
Yeah.
Wyatt has a question.
How old are you guys?
10 and 11.
Yep,
if
in
you've
fifth
heard that.
grade. Yep.
A few of us are 12. I'm sorry, we didn't hear you?
I don't think we said anything.
Okay.
Serena has a question.
I forgot.
She forgot.
I put my hand back in. Sit on your bottom, please.
Sam has a question.
How much schools do you have?
In our district, we have, how many do we have? Over 40 in our district.
Wow.
And then there's like, Houston has its own district, and then there's little districts all over the place. So there's hundreds and hundreds of schools here in Houston.
Well, in Rice Lake, we have 3 elementaries. Ours is the biggest. And we have 1 middle school and 1 high school. That's it.
And one elementary and the middle school are connected together actually.
No, they're not actually.
Yeah,
No.
Hilltop and the middle
That's
school
not.
are connected.
They're
You
connected.
said the high school and the
So
middle school.
all of you pretty much grow up together then, right?
Yeah, he said it.
Yes.
Mom, birthday's in a week.
Well, we would like to stay in touch with you, so if it's possible, would you send us your email and just kind of give me a heads up on what your email is, and we'd love to write to you
Yes.
through email and just keep in touch.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Is that okay?
Yeah. We could
Okay.
be kind of pen pals back and forth via email.
That would be really nice.
I have a question.
My students are already pen paling with another school in Wisconsin,
Really?
so it would be really neat for them to pen
Which
pal
one
with
is
you
it?
too.
Which one is it?
What city in Wisconsin are they pen pals?
Yeah, it's a 6th grade middle school, but I can't remember exactly where they are.
My sister's
Where in
in 6th
Wisconsin?
grade.
So, someplace different, but that would be really neat to be able to talk to y'all too. So,
Yeah.
it's just about time for us to leave. They have to go to band class. And
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to say goodbye.
All right.
Bye.